What's up? It's like 2:15. Wait, hold up. Let me check the timer. It's 2:27 on a nice Wednesday afternoon, Friday, July 27th, 2012. Let's see. Oh, it looks like I have a message there.
Have you ever dreamed about racing over 200 miles an hour along the racetracks in Europe? Carroll Shelby not only did this, but made cars to do this from 1961 to 2012. Hello, my name is Chaz Hogenauer, and today I'm going to tell you about Carroll Shelby, his early years, his racing career, and the cars he designed. Carroll Shelby was born January 11th, 1923. Here's a picture of Carroll Shelby. His parents were Elisa and Warren Shelby. Carroll's father was a mail carrier and a car buff. He drove a whipper. Carroll had a heart valve leakage problem when he was young and spent most of his youth life in bed. Carroll became a flight instructor in 1941 during World War II. He never had to go overseas because he was a flight instructor. He used to drop love letters to his fiancée from his plane. They later got married in 1943 and had 3 kids, Sharon, Michael, and Patrick. Carroll's first race was a quarter-mile drag race. His first road race was in 1952, and Carroll took first in his division. Carroll earned his trademark overalls as his racing uniform because he used to come straight from work as a chicken farmer to the racetrack. In April 1954, Carroll earned his first chance at Le Mans as a co-driver for Aston Martin. In 1955, Carroll badly hurt his arm. Instead of taking a break from racing, he made a cast for himself and strapped his arm to the steering wheel. Carroll was also Sports Illustrated Driver of the Year in 1956. Carroll's most prestigious win was Le Mans in 1959. But just a year later, he was forced to retire because of heart issues. Carroll designed and built over 160 cars in his lifetime, but only about 6 made money. His most famous car was the Shelby Cobra. Here's a picture of the Shelby Cobra. He took a small European car and put a big Ford V8 in it. This was the greatest innovation in racing in decades. Shelby America team continued to work with Ford to design a car that could beat Ferrari in Le Mans. They finally came up with the GT40 and won the Le Mans in 1966 and 1967. Doctors told Carroll that he only had a few years to live, so he went to Africa to big game hunt. Once he returned, companies such as Oldsmobile and Dodge recruited him. He created cars such as the Dodge Viper, but none of his cars with them were as successful as the cars he made with Ford. He was forced to get a heart transplant in 1990, and a year later made the Shelby Foundation. This foundation helps kids get organ transplants. In 1991, he was inducted in the Motorsports Hall of Fame, and in 1992, he was inducted into the American Motorsports Hall of Fame. In 2003, Carroll decided to rejoin Ford, and they created the GT500 KOR, which stands for King of the Road. Carroll became Ford's technical advisor and created Carroll Shelby International, which customizes Ford Mustangs for their consumers. Carroll and his group, throughout Carroll's life, he has companies trying to steal the Shelby Cobra, but he always came out on top. Carroll died May 10th, 2012, at the age of 89, and no one represented American values better than Carroll. Carroll Shelby was a great person, racer, and designer. He started a foundation to help less fortunate kids. He also won the most prestigious racing event in the world, and designed many sports cars that change how we think of performance today. Next time you are at a car show, look for a Shelby Mustang or a Shelby Cobra. Carroll Shelby was a great man, and he represented the American values second to none. I used carrollshelby.com, wikipedia.com, and newyorktimes.com for this speech. Thank you for listening.